Rare body features most people don't have. Certain rare body features are present in few people across the globe. After all, humans are a particularly unique species despite there being close to 9 million species living on the planet. Despite a worldwide population of over 7 billion people, each person has an entirely unique face. Bodies too are incredibly diverse. This means that we are all unique. Yet and still there are some people who are especially extraordinary or more unique on a biological level. From extra body parts to the heightened senses, these are some of the rarest features very few people have. Supercolor vision is a rare body feature only some women have. Our ability to see color is all thanks to cells in our eyes called cones. Typically, people have three types of cones to help them communicate with the brains, and therefore they see colors. However, researchers believe there is a percentage of people called tetrachromats who actually have four cones, a rare body feature. These people would be able to see 100 million different colors. Neuroscientist Gabrielle Jordan of Newcastle University and her team spent years searching for the tetrachromats, and in 2010 they finally found someone who fit the bill, as reported by the BBC Future. In subsequent years, more people, interestingly all women, were discovered to see colors that many of us are unable to decipher. The condition may be unique to women. Superior color vision sounds pretty magical, but it's not always a fun experience. The grocery store is a nightmare. Tetrachromat cosetta, it's like a trash pile of color coming in at every angle. Despite seeing so many colors, Antico admitted that white is a favorite color because it is so peaceful and restful for our eyes. Having different colored eyes is a rare body feature amongst humans. You probably don't think twice before filling out your eye color on a form, but the seemingly simple question becomes a lot more complicated for someone with heterochromia, a rare body feature derived from the ancient Greek word heteros, meaning different, and chroma, meaning color. A person with heterochromia has difference in eye color. According to the medical news today, three types of this condition are known to exist: complete, central, and partial. A person with a complete heterochromia has two different colored eyes, like one brown eye and one blue eye. Two different colors in the same iris is considered central heterochromia. Lastly, partial heterochromia means just a part of iris is a different color from the rest. Heterochromia is often genetic, but it can also occur as a result of various medical syndromes or even an eye injury. Heterochromia, whether acquired or genetic, is extremely rare. In the United States, fewer than 2 lakh people have the condition. Not many have the rare body feature with red hair. Natural red hair is rarer than you would think. Worldwide, it occurs in only 2% of the population. Jackie Collis's survey revealed in Red a history of the redhead. Although it is slightly more common in the northern and western Europe or in those with that ancestry. In the United States, it may not seem like red hair is all that unusual. However, that may be because a disproportionate amount of redheads are featured in American advertisements. While redheads only make up a tiny part of population, one study found that 30% of the ads feature the hair color golden blood. Only 0.6% of the American population is AB negative, but that is not the rarest type of the blood. According to the Australian Academy of Science, Rhnull blood that entirely lacks Rh antigens is much rarer. In 1961, an indigenous Australian became the first person discovered to have the blood type. Since then, only about 40 additional people have been identified as having the blood type, making it truly rare body feature. This rare body feature perfectly regulates cholesterol. While many Americans may be trying to keep their cholesterol under control, some will never have to worry about it. These folks have a mutation of PCSK9 gene. The US National Library of Medicine's Genetic Home Reference explains that this gene provides instructions for making a protein that helps regulate the amount of cholesterol in the bloodstream. When this gene is mutated in a particular way, it keeps bad cholesterol very low. When one woman realized she possessed the rare body feature that renders her incapable of developing high cholesterol, she said she really didn't understand it. But now I'm watching ads on TV and it's like, wow, I don't have that problem. What causes the rare body feature of a double row of eyelashes? With magnetic false lashes, we can all have lash-layered eyelashes. People with dystichiasis, though, already have this. The rare body feature dystichiasis is, according to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, a condition in which an extra row of eyelashes emerges from the ducts of meibomian glands. It results from a genetic mutation of the FOXC2 gene. Elizabeth Taylor had this mutation. Thank for her voluminous lashes. Before you get too jealous of people with this rare double row of lashes, though you should know it comes with a few cons. What happens in dystichiasis is that a hair grows where there is supposed to be an oil gland and what's considered the wet part of the eyelid. This can cause tearing, eye irritation, and in some cases negative impact in a person's vision. One rare body feature caused some people to be super tasters. Science has shown that genetics play a role even in taste buds. Only about 25% of the population can be categorized as what researcher Linda Bartoshuk dubbed a super taster. These super tasters have more visible taste papillae, tiny dots on the tongue, than do non-tasters. This rare body feature makes them more sensitive to the taste of certain foods, like those that are bitter, sweet or salty. Because super tasters also have more pain receptors than non-tasters, they generally don't like spicy food. They are also less likely to smoke and don't typically like alcohol. Unfortunately though, they also don't consume as many vegetables. This is because veggies tend to have a bitter taste. One more rare feature is unbreakable bones. Apparently, there are people who don't have to stress over their calcium intake. People with a mutation in the LRP5 gene have high bone density and as such aren't at risk of developing osteoporosis, a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine revealed. The very few people, all from one family from Connecticut, who have been identified as having the mutation, a rare body feature, experienced only one negative symptom: difficulty staying afloat while swimming. Their bones are so strong, in fact, that scientists began attempting to create a drug similar to the mutation in an effort to treat and even prevent osteoporosis. An extra rib that is a rare body feature you might not even notice. Most people have 12 pairs of rib bones, equaling 24 total ribs. However, there is a chance that some people actually have 25 ribs. 1 in 200 people have a rare body feature that is called as a cervical rib. HealthBeat, a publication of the Department of Surgery at Flushing Hospital in New York, revealed a cervical rib is present at the birth and it forms above the first rib, growing at the base of the neck, just above the collarbone. You can have a cervical rib on the left, right, or both sides. It's possible that you have one and don't even know it. This is because this extra rib doesn't always form completely and may just be a thin strand of tissue fibers that wouldn't even present on an X-ray. It may sound concerning, but cervical ribs are usually no big deal. If the rib puts pressure on the blood vessels and nerves, a condition called thoracic outlet syndrome, it can be painful. Thankfully, it's treatable. A small hole near the ear is a rare body feature to have. In United States and United Kingdoms, a tiny percentage of 0.1 to 0.9 of the babies are born with what's called a preauricular pit, a rare body feature. You may think it looks like a gill, a fish gill. This pit is essentially a sinus tract traveling under the skin that doesn't belong there. It's marked by a tiny opening to the tract right in front of the ear and above the ear canal. The Children's Hospital of Philadelphia explains these pits form during the 6th week of gestation and in most cases are only present on one ear. According to CHOP, the malformation is not associated with hearing impairments and only rarely associated with a genetic syndrome involving other problems. However, preauricular pits can be prone to cysts and infections. In such cases, the pit may be removed to prevent recurring problems. Gray eyes are a super rare body feature. Most people with red hair have either green, brown or hazel eyes. A combination of red hair and blue eyes is even more rare because both triads require both parents to possess the gene. And blue eyes are already pretty rare in one of themselves. Only an estimated 8 to 17% of the world's population has blue eyes. An even rarer eye color, though, is gray. World Atlas reported that less than 1% of the human population is estimated to have gray eyes. Don't forget to share this with your friends and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit the like button if you like the video.